How you doing? My name is Evo Smyth. I'm with Copter Flies tying tools. What I'll do today, I'll tie French Partridge Mayfly, wet Mayfly, and I'll do it in a way that has been successful for us on Midlands Lakes in Ireland. It's not a new pattern, but it's just a color combination and maybe a different application on it. For different application, I'd be using Acrex. It's FW 500, but it actually is a dry fly hook, and I'll explain you why a little bit later. I will go ahead with this. I'm going to use a 5 or 6, and it's cock pheasant tail fibers they put in the tails. Now, tails are in, and this is what I'm doing here. I'm just going to work my way, hold the way up the hook shank, hold the way up, and then I trim it off here, right? And what happens is then when people are looking for a few tips, this bit where I worked up, it actually gives you a good measurement, right, where body should end. I'm going to take a flat oval gold tinsel and do the very same again. I'm going to work it full way down the body, and I'm just going to tidy up here everything. Now, and you see we have a nice measuring point where every body should end, and we have everything flat tidied up, and it makes a difference, especially if you're using a flies, flat tinsels for flies. You avoid then slipping, and you can do a nice distributing of everything. Gonna use just yellow seals for this one. Dub it up. Start off a little bit. I like to come backwards with it first, turn, so I can come into a tails nice and neat. And then I'm just gonna come. That didn't work out right for me here. Go back a bit. Just gonna mark my way half loosely. I like to do this. Okay. I wouldn't do people okay. Nice and neat, and as you see now we have exactly the point where we finished our body here. So what I like to do is actually, before I rib or anything, I like to put a bit of Velcro over it, just to roughen it up a piece, whole way length. This is just
this is how they do YouTube, like
cock pheasant.
Yeah.
This is just whitening. Okay.
Pretty good, like
So
not close. Just gets ready all the ambient sound. Once I get it into
okay.
I'll narrow it down further. So you can still hear the crowd, but
now I like to put the 2 turns, and then I'm just gonna come and I'm gonna put 4 turns into this. Okay. Now we're gonna come back. Just wiggle your way through this one. Just don't lash it on. just wiggle your way nicely through this one. And if you wiggle your way through this one here, see, the turns are nice and even, nothing slips on you. Now we're back here at the front, just stroke everything back here and put one final turn, and that then
We were all doing all the audition already.
Good.
Brilliant.
just gonna tie this in and see this final turn then holds everything back.
That's the corporate sound. But I'm taking
Okay.
Yeah, that sound. And I'll cut the sound out of that altogether. And then I'll add in some ambient change of who in.
Just gonna tidy up everything here now. We're gonna put our Velcro over it, just to make sure everything is correct in place.
Tie ups for them parties.
Now, for the shoulder, I'm just gonna use orange hen, and that's the color combination I'm talking about here that has been good to us.
Having a look at the boys' crates over there. I might buy it for free.
Okay.
In the front.
Yeah.
Tie the whole lot in here, catch it in,
Tape off them. That's a semi-soft tackle.
and
So it's
I want to make, this is a hen hackle, right? So what I want to make is about 2 turns, just to bring a bit of orange into it.
get 2 staples off so to
Yeah.
to bake. So like when I'm trying down to like size 20, it's
One of them getting full one short.
Hey, just go over it. And you see it's not much, it's just to get a bit of color into this one here now. I have natural gray French partridge. Tie this one in here. That's the last bit for us here to finish off. Tie any way you want, but I like to tie them backwards flat kinda. And it's just that reason here, if I tie them backwards sitting flat, you get just a little bit of neater distribution. So I'll just again stroke everything back, and I'm gonna come one. You get your 1 full turn now, and you get the 2nd full turn in now. Just gonna tie this in this way. Okay. Now this, what I like to do is just stroke everything throughout. Make sure the distribution of all hackle is equal around the fly. I'm going to just come back a little bit to catch everything in nice and neat. Finish this off. Okay. Hey. Now, and that's what we have here. You finish off whatever you want, either varnish or your resin, but that is the good one here. And what it does is, although it's wet fly, but it's been successful to us, it actually, if you gink it up and let it sit in a film, they actually take it for drowned mayfly. So that's a highlight of that, guys. Tie yourself one up and tight lines.